Alright, so the wheel itself looks really nice. There's, I think this is for mounting to a table. Okay, so this looks like some sort of VGA cable or something. That's for the shifter to plug in. Pedals. First of all, it's got 900 degrees of motion, which is crazy. Also, these shifters feel really nice. They're like linear motion. So it's got like the normal Xbox buttons. From what I've heard, this doesn't toggle game bar, but you can program all these buttons from the Logitech G Hub software. So it's got like A, B, X, Y, menu button, map or view, D-pad. D-pad is up here though. That's actually kind of unusual. These are the buttons. Yeah, the Logitech G logo right there. That's nice. And these are really nice buttons. And over here, the pedals. Oh, the pedals are pretty heavy. 1 second. So the pedals are here. These are quite heavy and quite large too. It goes on quite a lot. That sounds kind of annoying though. And the brake, it's pretty hard to push it down, and then gets a lot harder after tactile bump. And then the clutch, it needs a bit of oil. Yeah, so this is the power cable. And then this is probably like some sort of adapter. And the wheel itself has USB. That's normal USB input. One thing I really like about the pedals already is since they're heavy, it's kind of annoying to transport them, but there's also a lot of space for your feet. And unlike these cheap plastic pedals that came with the Thrustmaster wheel, these ones, if you like push on them too hard, they'll start sliding around on the floor and they don't stay in the right place, which gets super annoying. But this doesn't look like it's going anywhere. So it's got all the controls, gear shift, and Xbox button. So now you can see, if I rotate this all the way, so it's gone, 450 degrees in each direction, and I release it, it's pretty nice. Okay, so I can change the strength of the spring that centers it, the sensitivity, and the operating range. The pedals, I can control those. The brake you have to push really hard to get it to go all the way to the max. So I think that's accurate. I'm gonna try some Forza. The wheel is hooked up to Forza Horizon 4. I have Horizon 5, but I think Horizon 4 is better, so I'm going to be using that for this review. The wheel itself is made out of aluminum and hand-stitched leather. Since it's got 900 degrees of rotation, which is 450 each way, it will probably be quite realistic. Now, I'm going to tell you, this isn't my first time using the wheel. I actually had it for about a week at the time that I'm recording this, so this is more of like a 1 week in review. So the wheel, when I first got it, and probably if you're switching from controller to your first wheel and this is it, it will take a bit of time to get used to having a wheel to drive instead of a controller, because it's a lot different. The principles are the same, but it feels a lot different because you can't just flick your thumb left or right and move like through your entire turning circle. You have to rotate the wheel a lot to get it to go to the max steering power. One thing I really like about the pedals is, even though the brake pedal is quite hard to push down all the way, in fact it's basically impossible to push it down all the way, which is why I put 30% dead zone on the end of it, the pedals feel nice even after you've been using the wheel for like an hour or 2 hours. It doesn't make your feet feel weird, since it's it's real aluminum. So I'm gonna go over the pros and cons of this wheel. Well, in my opinion, the pros and cons. I think the brake pedal is bad, just straight up bad, because you cannot push it down all the way, and you have to put 30% dead zone on it. The brake pedal needs to be fixed, like in future wheels, future G920s. I know there's a G923, which is kind of the successor to this wheel. But so they can't keep like selling this if the brake pedal doesn't work. Well, I know 900 degrees of rotation is a lot for a video game wheel, but it's still a bit less, like maybe 300 degrees less than actual car wheels. A real car wheel might have like 1200 degrees or something like that. Alright, so now the pros. You can get a gear shifter from Logitech, which will plug into the back of the wheel. And I don't have one, but I hear it's really nice, so I might get one of those eventually. Another pro, the wheel and the pedals feel really nice. And as I said before, the pedals stay cool. They don't make your feet feel weird. The force feedback is also really nice. It's high quality force feedback, high definition, if that's the right term to use. You can really feel the things in the wheel. Like Lando Norris, F1 driver for McLaren, used in one of the promotional videos for this Logitech wheel, and he was talking about how you can really feel the things that you'd feel in an F1 car. The clamping system that the wheel uses to stick your desk, like stay on your desk, it's a good system. It stays there. It hasn't shifted at all this entire week that I've had it. So that's definitely a thing I like about the clamping system. If I had to rate this wheel out of 10, I'd give it a 9.9. 9.9 out of 10, mostly because of the brake pedal. The brake pedal took off a tenth of a point, in my opinion. Look, the field matches my car. So, it's definitely, having a racing wheel instead of a controller is definitely a better experience for driving in like a simulator, because you have more control of the car, finer like control. Like you can see, I'm able to take really nice turns, which I wasn't able to on controller. Anyway, if you like this review, if it helped you gain some information about this wheel, if you're planning to buy one, or if you just wanted to look at it, maybe like the video, or subscribe, because I have other tech videos, other reviews on this channel. I, about a year ago, did a review of Thrustmaster wheels, so you can check that out in the top right corner, and have a good day. This is fast.